Hello, my name is Aaron Beeger and I teach anatomy at the Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Blacksburg, Virginia. My innovation involves the development and testing of a digital escape room experience designed to support our anatomy curriculum. The goal of this innovation was threefold. I first wanted to develop an activity that allowed students to gain experience using virtual human dissector software. This VHD software was just recently integrated into our curriculum to support cadaveric dissection, and I wanted to give students more practice with its use. In doing so, I also wanted to reinforce content that was taught during lab and lecture, while also allowing students to interact with educational material in a new and engaging way. To accomplish these goals, I decided to develop an escape room experience. If you're unfamiliar, an escape room requires participants to answer questions and solve riddles while trying to escape a room within a defined time limit. This approach is supported by this larger trend of incorporating gamified learning into medical education. Educational benefits of escape rooms include increasing knowledge, improved problem-solving skills, while also supporting critical thinking. Digital escape rooms specifically offer additional benefits by being cost-effective, readily scalable to reach a large number of learners, and also allow for the incorporation of 3D models for additional visual engagement. The building phase of the escape room was conducted using Google Workspace applications and looks something like this. Each element I wanted to incorporate in the activity was made in its own Google slide presentation. Each question, riddle, or puzzle slide included a link to a digital prosection that was built using the virtual human dissector software. The user had to correctly identify the lettered pin that indicated the structure on the virtual prosection that was being asked about in the associated question slide. A total of 10 questions, puzzles, or riddles were used in the activity, each based on an associated learning objective that tied to the lecture or lab content. Here's a breakdown of the activity after final assembly. In A, in the top left, is what the user sees while in the activity. A photo of our anatomy lab was uploaded to a Google slide presentation and enlarged to cover the entire slide. In B, you'll see the 10 transparent shapes hidden throughout the image. Each transparent shape, highlighted in yellow, was hyperlinked to one of the 10 question slides. There was also an embedded YouTube timer that automatically started counting down when the slide was in presentation mode. And there was also an image of a clipboard that you see highlighted in blue, which hyperlinked to a Google form where the user was able to submit their 10-letter key to successfully complete the activity and escape the room. In C is an example of a riddle slide that linked to a prosection, which is what you're seeing here on the bottom right in D. Here the student would have had to solve the riddle, identify the third root of the brachial plexus as being C7, and then identifying C7 on the prosection, noting the letter of the associated pin. Once all 10 items were located and solved, the student would click on the image of the clipboard, which hyperlinked to this Google form. This form was formatted using the response validation so that only a correctly submitted 10-letter key would take them to this congratulations slide. Otherwise, they would be redirected to revisit questions by returning to the main room. The activity was piloted with our anatomy tutors and interns before sharing with the class as a whole. The participants completed the activity individually via Zoom and provided feedback via a survey and debrief session. All participants indicated that the escape room activity encouraged them to think about material in a new way, while most thought it was an effective way to learn and enjoyed the creativity of the design. Areas for improvement included having it be a team-based activity with more upfront instruction about what to expect when navigating through the activity. If you're interested in trying it out yourself, you can follow the links seen here. Collaborators and I recently published a paper that describes the development of different types of digital escape rooms as well as their different strengths and weaknesses. Please feel free to reach out if you're interested in creating your own escape room. We'd be happy to collaborate. Thanks for listening.